Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and vitamin D. I will be your vitamin D. And welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. And the reason why I kept on looking down, because there were several times I recorded and I guess the mute button, was on, so I didn't get any sound. But let's talk about AI. So, it seems like Elon, keep sending messages or keep talking about is already here. If you can't beat them, join them. What does he mean by that? And I think the globalists are, they are still in charge of a lot of things, because imagine when you have government, you have agencies and even institutions, even companies, even some of these crazy people on Twitters, or Twitter thinking that, everyone is able to have access to, the blue check. They just don't want that, because there are classes of, peasants and lords.
Cunt, you're so mean.
So it is a very wicked world that we're living in. But then, if we can't beat them, join them. So basically, like he came out several times and stated that, hey, we should have an oversight, for companies that create AI. And especially we know how everything with Google, they have no limit to their AI. They just want to absorb as much information from human beings to create that perfect AI. And do you know why they want to create the perfect AI? To be used as a weapon. And in my opinion, everything that Elon is saying and everything that he is doing, from time to time, like I do believe that he is a part of the globalists, but then at the same time, to assume that everyone part of the global cabal that are bad. At the end of the day, these people are still people. Some of them do have a conscience and be like, okay, maybe we should do it the right way. Regardless of what you think about AI, they're going to take over. That is just the natural evolution, and as much as we can regulate it, be on the safe side, eventually it will come to that point where they're gonna take over. And with like the Neuralink that he's talking about with the the digital town square, we can see everything is happening, like all the algorithms, like it's pretty much run by AI. Everything we do nowadays is run by AI. Your phone, your computer, even your car. And eventually, but when we shift to electric cars,
Apocalypse 5436713456789110109876543221. Check.
Now, let's talk about the economy and how everything is, like, in my opinion, it runs by AI. I know a lot of, especially Go Bugs, right? Go Bugs and all of the OGs, like, people from like the baby boomers era are predicting that the end of the dollar is here, and there's going to be a major financial collapse where banks will freeze account, credit will stop working, and everything will just be almost like an apocalyptic event, meaning that you got to find natural resource, get yourself a piece of land, barn, and learn how to live off the land. As much as that theory is plausible back then, it's not plausible today. And the reason why I think that is, I mean, everyone is pointing finger at the Fed, right? And we know what they're doing, and they're colluding with the government. Like, we're gonna tame inflation, but government is spending out of control, and the Fed is printing money like crazy. And it's not just America, this is a global issue. And you know, when we look at the stock market during COVID, I mean, it went up and up and up, even though everyone was losing their jobs. You know, it like the market in reality makes no sense, okay? And the reason why I think they don't want to collapse the system just yet, simply because there's more to go. You know, because when they print, they can accumulate more asset. Nobody is blaming them, but eventually we're gonna get to that point anyway, where, you know, total apocalyptic. And you know, they might tighten a little bit more so that, you know, people that are forced to sell whatever kind of assets they hold, I mean, you know, they will keep buying it up, but they don't want to take the blame for causing the problem and then try to fix the problem, because if they crash the system now, there will be a new system that's going to come up. You know. But as far as like, you know, so far I'm hearing about we're going to have the won or the ruble or whatever money that they used and backed by gold. Pretty much they're trying to set up a new system where this has been done over and over and over. You know, people are going to be like, oh, great, you know, we're having a new system, money is backed by gold, and then, you know, eventually it's gonna be same shit, different toilet, where, you know, they take the people off the gold standard, manipulate the gold, you know, commodities, commodity prices, and we're gonna be back to where we're at. But if they were to do that, it will give them more time, and you can be certain that the dystopian world is coming.
Insanity I feel lately. Oh, reality so fake lately.
That will give them plenty of time. But as of right now, not yet. And the reason why I think AI is running the whole show, because, you know, I still think that the cabal is still running this whole AI program. And the reason why I have that feeling is because everything is so precise. Have you ever noticed, like, you know, when there's like major fear in the market tends to do the opposite, even though the majority of the movements, you know, people claim that it's by like they call it market sentiment, which is like people making decisions based on, you know, FOMO or forced selling, whichever the case may be, right? But it's so precise to the point where the market goes up and the market goes down, but it doesn't really crash. And if we look at March of 2020, I mean, you can tell that it's totally manipulated. And you know, with technology, it's so advanced to the point where, you know, where we say that, oh, you know, a group of people that's controlling the market, or even the Fed is controlling the market. I just don't think it's true. It has to be run by computer for it to be that precise. It has to be run by AI. And I think the final end game for, you know, to like the apocalyptic event, it's going to be a while, but that is the moment when AI decided to take over humanity, or the cabal is pushing that reset button, and that's when we really gonna go into the like living in a dystopia world.
Oh.
And as of right now, I think there's still a little bit more time, and it really depends to the individual, the millionaires, the billionaires, even corporations, institutions, governments. You know, we have to decide where humanity is gonna go. And honestly, I just hope it is for the best. But I also see my prediction for the future is that AI is on the rise. And you know, with everything that Elon is saying and doing, it does sound like, you know, he is a part of it. But you know, but also just spread a little bit of truth. But the truth is, my friend, AI is going to be the next phase of evolution. And, you know, give it another 50 or 100 years at most. Humans will be slaves to AI, or we are going to be driven to the point where we are extinct. And it's not a coincidence why he kept on repeating, we gotta go to Mars, we gotta go to Mars, because there is a plan, you know, I don't think to destroy the planet, but I think artificial intelligence is going to run Earth. And the people that are stuck here, you're out of luck, folks. You're out of luck. That's all I can say.
Wisdom.
So, you know, it is an interesting topic. Use the hashtag Gazillionaires Club, and we will get this conversation going. How do you feel about artificial intelligence? How do you feel about the digital town square? How do you feel? So loud, helicopter. How do you feel that helicopter was so loud? How do you feel about AI taking over? I mean, you know, we came from a single organism, fish, land, and here we are. You know, there's a reason why we create AI. I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence. It's just part of evolution to make things more efficient for humans. But everything, you know, has a dark and a light side to it, okay? So enjoy life while you can. Enjoy the fresh air, enjoy nature, because AI doesn't need any of that. They have their own reality, and they can generate all of that. All they need is a source of power, you know, which can be the sun, which can be solar, which can be, sun is solar, wind, you know, dam, and thermal. I mean, that's all they need. So my friend, let me know. I will see you in the next video, and we're gonna talk about Twitter, and then after that, we're gonna talk about the current state of Bitcoin and why you should learn about it. because this whole crypto space, in my opinion, is the new holy shit.